Hello, this is your new moon in Libra message. I hope you're keeping well. It's a collective energy, so take what resonates and leave the rest. It's not personal, so you're not going to resonate with everything. But let's see what the energy is here. So the full moon we had in Aries at the start of the month, at the 7th of October, it was kind of around, looking at how we conduct ourselves in relationships, how we treat others, how they treat us, um, and kind of like going within and seeing like, are we getting everything we need out of relationships? And in turn, are we giving our best into our relationships? Let them be romantic, platonic, or whatever. This new moon now in Libra is about implementing that. So it's like whatever we have looked at in the last couple of weeks regarding our relationships, have we proper boundaries in place? How we speak to people. Um, are we getting out of our relationships what we need? Are we being vocal about that? Have we sat down and asked, our partners or, those closest to us, is there something I'm doing that's bugging you or whatever? Whatever has happened in the last 2 weeks, this is now the time on this new moon in Libra to implement those. So let's see what the cards want to tell us. What is the collective energy here for the new moon in Libra, please? Transformation. Beautiful. This is now whatever has happened the last 2 weeks where we've sat down and sort of thought about, right, is this relationship working the way I want it to work? Is there something here that I'm not doing? When somebody's speaking to you, are you really listening to what they're saying? Are you really seeing, are you reading between the lines? Because it's like everything we do, it's okay having a statement and saying something, but you have to listen and you have to see what's not being said. Are you tuning into that? When somebody says to you, I'm fine, clearly you're not, and that you need to maybe dig around and go a little bit different here, healing, go about the conversation in a different way. Let's see what else we need to know here. Reconciliation, transformation, healing, and reconciliation here. Someone could be trying to come back, collective. If somebody has thought of something here, dreams, if somebody has taken this time to sort of think about what I want in relationship here, willpower and peace. Somebody could be wanting to return. Transformation cards here, which is good. So is it a case that somebody has done their healing work here and they now realise the faults that they displayed in the relationship and they're willing to take ownership here of that? Let's see. Let's see what wants to come out here. Six of Swords. So somebody moved on here. Queen of Pentacles. So this is either you or somebody moved on from a Queen of Pentacles energy. What do we need to know here, please? What do we need to know? Thank you. Five of Cups. I feel like somebody realized they made a mistake and moved on from a Queen of Pentacles energy. This could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or they have it highly aspected. Could be a Virgo with the Nine of Pentacles here. This could be a Virgo. Somebody moved on from a Virgo here, or they have it highly aspected, okay? And they're now like realizing it wasn't their best move. Chariot. Page of Wands, Tower, Three of Swords. Something has struck somebody pretty suddenly here with the Chariot and the Page of Wands here. There's been some real fast action here that has like just completely turned somebody's world upside down. Whoever walked away from this Queen of Pentacles is now realizing they've done the wrong thing. And I feel here with the Chariot, they're going to try and come rushing in pretty quick. They were betrayed. They they were betrayed in something, or else they're realizing that they betrayed themselves by walking away from you, or perhaps they betrayed you in some way here, realizing that they broke your heart here by whatever happened. Take it as it resonates, okay? Somebody's now getting a massive wake up call here, and I feel it hits them fast. Whoa. Judgment. It hits them fast here. They realize what their actions were. High Priestess. Nine of Swords. Somebody did not use their intuition or ignored their intuition, shall we say. They kept getting the downloads all the time. They kept getting the wee niggle, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And they just ignored it. And now it's like, why did I ignore that? Seven of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Someone might have liked to be young, free, and single, or that's how they thought of themselves. Or, didn't want to be tied down here or something, or wanted to be able to go out and do what they wanted to do. Ten of Pentacles here. Didn't want this commitment. Somebody here is not capable of commitment. There's something they need to heal here around commitment. Somebody cannot commit. It's a fear. Page of Cups. It's a fear they have. There's also a very childish energy around this person of how they view things and how they conduct themselves in relationships as well. It's like a middle-aged man still thinking of himself as like 16, 17-year-old. It's that kind of thing. You've a grown-ass man, middle-aged man here. He thinks of himself as like a teenager. Four of Wands. Like the want is there. Like they're like they would like this sort of stable home here. The Ten of Pentacles, they would like this, but they don't want to give up the freedom. There's an immaturity here. This person may return here with an apology, but it feels like a very childish apology. Six of Cups. Apologizing for the past here. If this is a Two of Swords, if this is a divine connection here, somebody from your past that whether it's a twin flame, soulmate, or whatever, just with the Six of Cups here, tends to be a soulmate card. If this is somebody that you left behind and was like, right, they just need time to grow, and at some stage they'll return, because I feel you've been sort of with the High Priestess here, you have some sort of, understanding here of what's going on. And when you expect them to come in to want to reconcile, that they have done some healing work, this person has not. They haven't. They don't see. They don't see. This person hasn't done any sort of internal evaluation here of why things are, yeah, they don't see the light, sun in reverse. They don't see. So this person may come in and offer a pretty childish apology for behaviors of the past, but they still don't see this person has some type of commitment issue. And I think they're kind of oblivious to it in a way. They think they're kind of normal. They don't see they don't see their mindset as wrong here. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with remaining single as long as you're upfront and honest with people about it. You were clearly in a relationship here for a reconciliation to come in back into play. You weren't aware that this person was non-committal. So if they're going around having relationships with other people, they're not being upfront and saying, look, a relationship's not what I want. I just want to, go out on a couple of dates, have a good time, and that's it. Like we're not it's not gonna be a case of girlfriend and boyfriend or anything like that. The moon. That this is not what this person's saying. I have no issue with somebody who says, look, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just happy to date. I don't want, you know, if something develops down the line, that's different. But I'm telling you up front, this is not what this is. If you don't want to carry on, that's fine. This is not what this person's doing. This person may even make out to people that he is wanting commitment here in order to get what he wants out of them. It's a game. That's why it sort of feels like it's coming up as so childish because it's almost like tell people what you know they want to hear so you get what you want out of them. So they're sitting there going, this person really likes me, like they really want a happy ever after. This is the kind of person who just spouts out I love yous left, right, and centre to freaking everybody they meet. Like they go on one date with somebody and they're like, I love you, like you are the one for me. Like where have you been? And you're going, oh my god, like we have such a connection here. Like this person's really into me, and they've no notion of it. I'm not taking those. If they are meant to come out, they will come out again. It has happened to me many times. This is what's hidden. This is the thing that this person keeps hidden. There's a commitment problem, or they don't see it. They don't see that they need to heal this. Ace of Cups. This person at this moment in time is not capable of love because there's something else in control here. This is like a failure to commit is something toxic that needs to be. The devil's here, but they're not out. This is something like the devil's behind this, but he's not showing himself yet. This is a toxic trait that needs to be sorted out because they're not going to be able to love because they don't. Well, I kind of want to say at this moment in time, they don't want to. They don't want to. The feeling is whoever this is, like they need to dead this off. They need to dead off this mindset or this Knight of Swords and Knight. I was going to say Knight of Swords in reverse. It's not. Um, they need to dead off whatever this kind of like. I want to say addiction. I don't know if non-committal is an addiction or not. I think it's just like a Maybe it is. They need to do something. They need to look at this, and they're not strength card. They're running away from it. If you say this person comes back to apologize, and you say to them, "Look, you need to go and work on the your this non-committal trait that you have here." They may get angry because deep inside, whether they're fully aware of it or not, deep inside they know. And when you say that, that's going to trigger something in them. Five of Swords here. They may have some harsh words to say. Page of Pentacles. They may have some harsh words here. If you deliver this to them, yeah, here you are, Queen of Swords. You're speaking up here and you're saying it to them and they don't like it. So be prepared for some harsh words, but speak your truth. If this is a divine connection that is meant to come together, this person needs to do this work. Otherwise, this Ace of Cups is never going to come together. So this is the time to stand up and say, this is what this person needs to do. And I feel you're in Queen of Swords energy here and you're going to deliver the truth to this person. Can we get one of these cards, please? Whoa, two. All right. New moon in Libra. What do we need to know? Celebration and meant to be. Celebration and meant to be. This person's coming back in thinking that this is all going to be hunky dory and it's all going to go well. And they give you this wee apology, and you're going to be like, no problem. Come on. And you're going to be like standing there like this, going, I don't think so. It's not going to go to plan. How do you think it's going to go? I'm going to read meant to be. It's sort of like this is a little bit about, especially if it's a divine connection. There's a bit here about tough love. And in order to help this person, you're going to have to deliver a home truth to them about how they conduct themselves in relationships and what you're not willing to accept here. Some things are just meant to be, and it seems as though that might apply to whatever you're asking here. That doesn't mean you can just sit around doing very little or nothing and expect everything to fall into your lap. We're all constantly creating our lives, so you need to do whatever is necessary to steer this situation in the direction in which you want it to go. So this is what they're asking you to do. When this person comes back, you need to be the one that delivers the home truth to them. They're not going to take it well. They may say some nasty stuff back, but I think you're well enough evolved here to know that that's just like a defense mechanism from their part because they're not able to take accountability here. But you need to say what needs to be said here and walk away from it, walk away from them and let them get on with it. This situation has meant to be written all over it. Trust that and go with it. What's happening is good and right for you and your soul's development at this point. So keep moving forward together, whatever you want. Sorry, let me read that again. What's happening is good and right for you and your soul's development at this point. So keep moving forward towards whatever you want. Makes more sense. Tuning in to the lunar cycle can only help, so go for it during the waxing moon, new moon to full moon, and release your grip and attachment during the waning moon, full moon to new moon. Additional meanings of this card. This is part of your soul's journey. This is part of your soul's journey, and it's part of theirs for you to deliver the home truths to them. Follow your feelings, create the reality you're dreaming of. Know that the celestial realms are on your side. transformations here? The answer is yes. So this is part of this journey. So if this is a divine connection, and you know it is with the high priestess being here, then you know that this is part of this journey, that this person is going to, you've had a relationship, you've gone your own way, you've left this person to do their healing work, you've done your healing work, they haven't done any. They're coming back with this childish apology. You've changed. You're not the same person you once were. You've gone through a healing process here and you're now about to deliver this person some home truths. So if you resonate with this and you want to go to the extended, the link will be below. I'm going to take a look here and see what we don't see coming, any blockages, see what the outcome is, and we'll get some angelic advice. So if you want to come along, the link's below and I'll see you over there.